What up, guys? KCRC Rock Bouncer here, doing a quick video on this Servo. Let's get my screwdriver out. So this is what I run on my bouncers. This is my favorite Servo ever. In fact, I run it in my crawlers too, as long as they have a relatively small tire. In crawlers, I would definitely say bumping up to, 5, 6, dare I say 900 ounces? Yeah, in some cases, why not? But with bouncing, what I do, 416 ounces at 6 volts, which is what I really like, the 6 volts. It's a very low profile servo. It's very small. It's all metal case. It's got super strong gears. It's a SAVOX 1283SG. I've had this one for probably going on about 2 years now. Got a brand new one in the rig today. No slop in the servo as far as the actual servo itself. This one, however, has seen better days. Now, it still works. I was having brownout issues and jittery issues. I put a new Holmes Hobby, the 4100R motor in it. Badass motor, but I was giving steering input, and when I turned the wheels, all of a sudden the motor jump, it just, just give it random power. Apparently my negative was almost busted off. Fixed it, ended up not being the culprit, ended up being a brand new servo, or receiver, I mean. But anyways, it was, once you see me take this apart, you'll see why I considered this to be the main issue. This is just now going to be a backup servo for backup. Like, it's really, like, that's literally it. If it gets ran as backup, a new one will be ordered. This one will be ran for the day that I'm running, and then it will be taken off and put back away, basically, and get me off the trail. And so I end up walking. Now, once we pull this apart, I have already damaged this servo pretty bad several times. Actually, we'll just say at this point twice. Several. Take off the back, since I like to be so literal. Okay. Now, if you're watching, see how it's got all that play. That is not supposed to be there. And if we look a little closer, you can see how that outside main, or the main gear, the big gear, it's got a tooth missing. Now, I did that to fix it. Okay. I just put them down in order that they look. Bam. And pull this guy out. You gotta pull both these out at the same time, because that last small one is captured under the big one. So I'm wiggling. I know you can't see nothing right now. There we go. I got this guy out. The stub shaft even came out, which is still straight. So let's pull this main gear off. Now what happened is that this actually has a stud on the back of it, and it broke off, and it was sitting down in there. I think it's actually supposed to be attached, or this has a hollow tube that slides down in there. Well, that broke off in one of the hits. But yeah, she's still been working somehow. There's really not a lot of metal shavings in here. And what's crazy, when I mean still working, I've been running this for probably 2 months like this, and it's still going with such, in my mind, that's a catastrophic break right there. But you know what, she's still kicking. So to remedy when I fix this, just to let you guys know, there was a shaft or a little stud somewhere in here. I can't even see it, but it was a steering limiter that would play. I don't know if you can see it in there. There's 2 little ears on this side. Yeah, there they are. See, there's one by my finger here, and then one on the top up here. inside there. Those ears would catch that stud and limit how far it would twist. Well, when I tried to flip the gear around or 180 degrees to use the side that wasn't broken, that stud was in the way. I ended up just grinding it off with the Dremel, and I had 0 issues. So if you're ever wondering if that's a possible fix, go for it. It does work. Now, I actually had 2 of these servos come in today because I'm so happy with them. I wanted another one. The hobby shop's holding on to the second one. I told them, hey, you mind holding on to it? Sure, why not? What for? It's like, I just don't want to pay for it today. Like, I'll pay for it on Friday. Like, sure. It's my local race shop, Fast Lane Raceway in Blue Springs, Missouri. Not too terribly far from them, but if you ever want to stop by and do some racing, or just talk to some good people, there's some damn good people up there. They've been open forever. So, as you can see, she was quite damaged, but she's still kicking. There is a lot of play in her, but like I said, throwing it in as a backup, and not only a backup, but like a strong backup. So, like I said, about 1.5 years, 2 years of run time on this servo. It's been broken like this for a while now. I'm not exactly sure. I've been laughing about it every time we go out and run. My recommendation for a good bash-in servo, if you're not too terribly heavy, would definitely be this 1283, especially if you're going to be doing bouncing and stuff. So I'm feeling pretty good about Kim Flicker here. She's got a nice setup in her. She's got a brand new servo. She's got new knuckles on the way, new front axle shafts, new bushings for the knuckles on both sides. Gonna get another sway bar here soon. She's got a new motor. Now these stuff on the front, all that stuff's already been ordered, so that should be here in about a week or so. But yeah, guys, fucking rock on. See you on the hill.